Pina Colada dessert bars. I had pineapples that I wanted to use up, so I was searching for a recipe that I could use with the pineapple, and I came across a bunch of different types of Pina Colada dessert bars. So this is one of the ones that I saw. I kind of changed it a little bit, but you are going to create a crust first, and then there is a cream cheese pineapple filling and even a coconut crust, or topping I should say. So the ingredients that you're going to need for the crust, you need a half a cup of butter that's at room temperature, so a stick of butter, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1¼ cup of flour, an egg, and then I have a ½ teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar in here. So that's all going to come together for the crust. The filling has 8 ounces of cream cheese that's also at room temperature, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 egg, 10 ounces of crushed pineapple, the juice included, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then for the topping, you're going to have 1.5 cups of shredded coconut and just 1 tablespoon of melted butter that you're going to mix with it and then sprinkle it over the top. We are going to create the crust first, and while you're doing this, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees. But we're going to mix together the butter, the egg, and the sugar first. Now we're going to combine the flour, the baking soda, and the cream of tartar. The crust is complete, and it's going to be pushed on the bottom of an 8x8 pan that's been greased. And then you are going to take a fork and kind of just poke a couple holes in it to help it stay down, not rise. This is a lot. We're just going to kind of push it all in there. The crust is going to go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. And while that's baking, we're going to make the filling. For the filling, we're going to combine everything except for the pineapple. So the cream cheese, the egg, the vanilla, the sugar, the milk, all of that's going to be combined together until smooth. And then after it's all mixed, we'll add in the pineapple. Once it's all been combined, we're going to add in all of the pineapple and the juice. And then we'll mix it together, and once the crust comes out, it's going to be poured inside. It's been about 12 minutes. It is still pretty soft, but this is going to be baked for another 20 minutes, so I don't want to over bake the crust. So now I'm just going to pour the filling over the top. I'm not letting it cool. It's going on right now. And then the final step would be to sprinkle the coconut on top. Now I mixed the coconut with the butter already, and I'm just going to sprinkle it across the top. This is going to go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until the coconut starts to brown and the center is set. I just took this out of the oven, and I actually cooked it for double the amount of time. It stayed in for 40 minutes. It was just really wet. The top was not browning, and it wasn't ready. So I left it in for 40 minutes. It finally seems like it's set in the center. And I'm going to let it cool on the counter for about an hour or so, and then it is going to be refrigerated and eaten once it's cold. The bars are completely cool, and I put a little cherry on top of one of them. That's what that is in the center there, if you're wondering. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to get Sean to try these because he does not like pineapple or coconut, so I'm not very hopeful on that, but we'll see. But I did try them, and I really love the filling. The coconut is very strong. There's a lot of coconut, so if you love coconut, I would keep it exactly as it is. If you want to taste a little bit more of the pineapple, then I would suggest maybe scaling back on the coconut a little bit. Maybe just using a cup instead of a cup and a half, because it is a lot of coconut. But the filling tastes really great. The only other thing I think I would change is the crust. It's not bad, it just really doesn't add to the bar at all. So I would probably try maybe graham cracker crust, or I make these lemon bars where you use just the Betty Crocker sugar cookie mix as the crust, and it's nice and chewy. It comes out really nice. So I might even try something like that. But they're not bad the way it is. It's just, it doesn't really add to it, and I kind of wanted the crust to have a nice flavor to it. So I would definitely make them again. Somebody is over here trying to see what I'm doing. I would definitely make them again. But I would do the change of maybe a different crust. So if you have a favorite crust, whether it's a graham cracker or a sugar cookie or even like a shortbread crust that you enjoy, I would say go for that instead. And maybe scale back on the coconut just a little bit, just so that the pineapple is a little bit more pronounced. All right, so I talked Sean into trying one of the bars because, you know, everything mixed together, you might actually like it, you never know. So as I told you, he doesn't like pineapple or coconut, but he may love this bar. All right, you ready? Okay, take a big bite. I think you're gonna like it.
How about I take a little bite?
Well, big enough to taste it. Do you like it?
No.
Why not? What don't you like about it?
The pineapple and the coconut.
No, but I mean, is it a strong, what do you think about the flavors?
I think if you like pineapple and coconut, you would probably like this. But I don't, so.
Yeah, but it's not, do you think anything is more overpowering or stronger or anything?
No, I think the pineapple chunks are weird though, because like, I think I just bit one of the chunks.
Yeah.
So it was like this like rubbery piece of pineapple just in the middle of a cookie.
But it's not a cookie. It's kind of like almost like a cheesecake in a way. It's not supposed to be like a hard cookie or anything. It is kind of moist, but that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I guess it's just weird because I went in thinking it would be all hard. It's not.
Well, at least you were willing to try it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it would have changed you to start liking new things.
Some things you just can't start liking.